there with the microphone. I bought this little PA system yesterday. We're going to add a couple more speakers to it and update for next year, because it's always difficult to have an event here because we're all great talkers apparently. Next one up, I think we have John Barbiaz. Now John Barbiaz and I, like Ovid LaMontagne, 20 years ago I dealt with Ovid LaMontagne, worked with him, Kevin Smith. Barbiaz, on the other hand, he and I were sitting in the gallery with Karen Testerman, who's here, watching the income tax vote in 2001. And there was an effort to pass an income tax in 2001. It almost passed, and we heard if it passed the House, it couldn't be stopped in the Senate. So John and the Libertarians, the taxpayer groups, we all got together, and we did mailings and phone calls, and we were the only three of us in the gallery that weren't for the income tax, and the vote, and they counted all the votes, and they had the income tax by 10 votes. They were hugging each other, calling their family, and celebrating. They were spending the money, and the vote came down, and they lost by 6. I think. But before that happened, John got sick to his stomach and had to get up and leave. He didn't stick around for the vote. He was like, where's John? But John's been a big tax fighter for a long, long time. My buddy John Barbiaz.
Thank you, Ed. I had the privilege to be on Governor Benson's Efficiency Commission, and let me tell you something. We made some hard choices. We published those choices. Some of them didn't get implemented until now. Lynch had no choice but to implement some of the things we recommend back in our original Efficiency Commission. The important thing is you need somebody that's going to know how government operates, where to cut. I mean, this talk of doing it across the board, 10% cut, that's not even thinking. I want to see agencies eliminated. I want departments to be gone. We still have fire towers. Listen, the technology today, everybody has a cell phone. We don't need fire towers anymore. We don't need to spend that $250,000 every year. That should be gone. We still have a state nursery planting trees. Why? The private industry plants trees all the time at a more economical cost. And then what we do as a state, we give the trees away. I mean, that's a lost leader, I don't know. So you need somebody that can examine the state government bit by bit and knows how it works. But more importantly, that can work with the legislature to get the important constitutional bills passed. We need to have structure and integrity in government to follow the Constitution. For way too long of a time, the legislature has paid lip service to it. I'm glad to see my friend Bill O'Brien actually got the speakership going in the right direction. We need to get the important laws through. Override the governor if he's wrong on the Constitution. But then again, I'm a strong constitutionalist, so I want to see constitutional bills. I'm willing to stand up to the federal government. I have no party allegiance to people in Washington, D.C. In fact, our party doesn't control anything. We don't want that kind of control. We know that the people can control their own lives best. And that's what I'm looking for, is returning New Hampshire to New Hampshire citizens. I thank you for the time, Ed.
Thanks a lot, John.
GrokTV.